once known. A different time, but it feels like home. Eyes in the dark and the blade held tight. Born of the dusk, raised in the night. Long road ahead, but I understand. This is the rise of Kendar again. Through every loss, through every scar, I've come back stronger than we are. We ride through the fire, through the endless land, chasing the past with a sword in hand. From the roots of Ashenvale we stand, reforged in time. The name is Kendar. Live in the moment, don't fade away. Every step on YindyPlayZ, from the start to the final stand. This is the legacy of Kendar. This is the legacy of Kendar. Through outland skies where the fell winds cry, broken worlds under burning skies. Every fight brings the memory clear. Why I started, why I'm here. Armor worn, but the will is strong. Years may pass, but it's never gone. Every quest, every battle planned writes a new page for Kendar's hand. No reset, no second try, just one more path beneath this sky. We ride through the fire, through the endless land, chasing the past with a sword in hand. From the roots of Ashenvale we stand, reforged in time. The name is Kendar. Live in the moment, don't fade away. Every step on YindyPlayZ, from the start to the final stand. This is the legacy of Kendar. Not just a game, not just a name. It's every loss, it's every gain. From who I was to who I am, all tied to this, all in Kendar. Hear the call, it never ends. Old worlds fade, but return again. Through the years it still remains a spark that time could never change. We ride through the fire, through the endless land. No turning back from where we stand. Through the dark we make our mark, carving light out of the stars. Live right now, don't look away. Every moment YindyPlayZ, from the past to what we plan. Forever we stand with Kendar. Back where it began, I take my stand. Same old world, same steady hand. Through the echoes, through the flame, Kendar lives again.
Hello, lovely people. How are we all doing? And welcome back to YindyPlayZ on a Thursday. So, right, let me just mess around a little bit with the music there. I should have actually done this before the stream. Let's take the audio down a little bit. I can go down to like 25. That's probably enough there. There we go. That's a bit better. So, yes, we're back once again with Warcraft, but not retail this time. We're going back to the Burning Crusade. I never really got into Warcraft as my kind of like peak until, hold on, just making sure that volume's okay. It's kind of hard to see because I'm actually on the PC and I'm just, there we go. And maybe going to take that audio down a little bit further. There we go. That's okay. This would be a bit better there. So yes, I didn't really get properly into Warcraft at my peak until kind of Lich King. Although I did play a little bit of Classic Just kind of dipping in and out. I think I bought it round about then. Basically, when I went off to Scottish Youth Theatre when I was after high school. Like I said in my Guild Wars stream, it was kind of like two factions. It was the Guild Wars kids, and then there was the Warcraft kids. I was in the Guild Wars camp because my mum didn't let me do an online subscription. But once I kind of left high school, went to Scottish Youth Theatre. My friend's partner's brother, he was like a proper like WoW head, and kind of convinced me to kind of pick it up, gave me a shot of it, and I eventually bought it and gave it a try. So that was in Classic. Didn't get really too far with it. Came back a few years later. It was in 2006, I think it was. I had my first, shall we say, virtual girlfriend, as in, I met this Danish girl on a fucking chat room or something back in 2006. It was IMVU or something like that. It was some weird dress-up avatar thing. I don't know if it still exists. I'll look that up. Anyway, met her on that. She played WoW for a bit. Kind of got back into like Burning Crusade sort of era. Played with her for a little bit, but then that all kind of went sideways. And as you do in kind of teenage angst, I deleted my character and everything like that. But that character is back, for you see, I have recreated my original Warcraft character, Kendar, here, and this shall be the legacy of Kendar. So, and yeah, then I went off to college, and it was my college roommate that taught me how to play properly, and that's when I probably got into it in Lich King. So, but Kendar existed at a time where I played a good chunk of WoW and have early WoW memories with him, but I never got that far. I maybe only got up to like level 30 or 40 with him, I think. And it's kind of been one of those things that if I could go back and complete his journey, complete his story up to 60/70, or if this server updates into Lich King, bring him up to kind of Lich King sort of levels. That might be kind of cool. So we're going to do that. Also, as you can see, I have created another character.
Cobalt Kitty.
Hey, Cobalt.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm finally on holiday, so it's been a grueling term, but we're finally at the end of it. So I'm off for 2 weeks, and then we've got a staff training week. So I'm officially not thinking about anything about work until after that training week's done. So I've told the students, enjoy your holiday, piss off, don't message me, because I won't be listening. So that's the sort of rapport I have with my students. So yes, my other character that I've kind of got here is Raphael, who is, in my head, the paladin version of my Death Knight on retail. So this is him before he was corrupted. So I still think they missed a trick. And I know there's like a private server or something like that does a whole quest line where you can corrupt your paladin into a Death Knight. So, but yeah, so I'll maybe play Raphael up, because I did like the Blood Elf Paladin. I'm a sucker for a Belf Paladin. I'm just a sucker for a Belf, really. So, but yes, we're jumping on as vanilla style as I absolutely can with good old Kendar here. And Jesus Christ, that is an old loading screen compared to you've got to check out the aspect ratio on that.
Conera. Why is his outfit green?
Because he's a night elf. So he's one of these like worship the moon, worship the stars, frolic in the forest types, okay? Leave him alone. Oh, wait, are you talking about the Belf? Are you talking about the Paladin? Maybe he just likes green, Maybe that's just his thing.
Conera. Why is his hair not white?
Because it's not. I just liked it with black hair, okay? My warrior, the one I'm playing, he's got white hair. So, I am allowed to. I do have other wigs. You do know. There's a reason I'm not doing the Yindy white just now.
Conera. Looks purple.
Is it? Well, that might just be the lighting of this kind of bit. So yes, I don't know if I say if you two have met. Kendar is my partner and soon to be mother of my child. Cobalt
Conera.
is Steve's...
You sure you're wearing your glasses?
I am wearing my glasses. Steve's son's girlfriend in America, who's also a streamer and is very much a friend of the channel. So, just so you two know each other. And I am very much off for 2 weeks, so one challenge I'm setting myself is knuckle down and hopefully get the
Conera.
next.
And
halfway
soon to be
south.
wife.
And soon to be wife, yes, you made that very clear as well, sending me things. Oh yeah, okay, we've got this weird homunculus thing on the go here. I seem to have 4 arms and another
Kobold
night elf.
Kitty. I have to get ready for work in an hour, and close. I don't usually get home till midnight.
Well, best of luck at work. I know you were saying you were having some shit kind of going on in the background. Hope that kind of works out. And, no, his hair is white. He's just in a very purple land, okay? So yeah, this is where it all began. This is where I first started off my WoW journey.
Conera. Rolling on the floor laughing.
You're just enjoying winding me up, sweetheart. So, okay. Did they used to have a scrolling text? They didn't just
Conera.
spam through.
You love me.
I do. Right. Okay.
Kobold Kitty.
Right.
Lol, thank you for the intro, lol. Honestly, the hair looks good, and it
Thank
makes
you.
sense.
Thank you. See?
Conera.
See?
Where's my baby?
Oh, he is currently over to the side on his chair, kind of looking at me. Right, kill 7 young Night Sabers and 4 young boars. So, this is obviously at a time before I'm not playing with any mods or that or add-ons. So, yeah, we're going old school here. So we've got to kill the young thistle boars, I believe. Stab. By the way, I still think it's technically not correct, but it's still one of the greatest episodes or TV episodes ever aired. Is the South Park Make Love Not Warcraft. I mean, they get so many
Conera.
things wrong.
I like that hair with the beard grin.
As in this here with the beard? Yeah, this passes the test. Our child's going to be so confused when I swap
Conera.
back.
Yes.
Right. So that's my kind of heavy attack. So first of all, we get rid of the auto attack. We don't need that. And we'll pop this here. This is my Shadow Meld. I'm a stealthy elf. So we'll pop this here. Okay. Oh yeah, this is back in the era of WoW where if you wanted to heal, you sat down and had some food. Right. So now I have been playing retail WoW, and yeah, very, very different experience. So it seems to be what it sort of reminded me of was almost like if it was going to a theme park, like going to Alton Towers. It's like you get the park map, and it's like, well, you know what? I'd like to go on these rides over here, and these rides over here, but it's in such a rush to get you to max level that you really don't have time to stop and smell the roses. You know, it was actually seriously beginning to annoy me. These are little demon things. We don't need to deal with them. I think, yeah, we want to deal with the Night Sabers. There we go. Stab the
Conera.
pussy.
Why can't you feed it and keep it as a pet?
You can if you're a hunter. If you're a hunter, you can tame the animals and they kind of stay with you, and that's a whole thing. And actually, this is a genuine kind of lore type thing. There was a raid...
Conera. I'd be a hunter.
Oh, you know what, honey? If I could convince you to play this with me, yeah, that would be a really interesting couple activity. You know, I think you might actually like it if we gave it a go one time. So that's maybe an idea for a future couple stream. I can maybe try and teach you, classic WoW. And yes, you could absolutely be a hunter and absolutely collect the kitties. How about that? I'll teach you how to do that. So, and when the kid gets here and is old enough, we'll have, family WoW nights. So, you're sitting there going, oh fuck, what have I put myself into now? But yes, there was actually a thing.
Conera. You moving the screen around makes me feel sick.
Well, okay, I'll try not to move the screen around too much then. I'm looking for more kitty cats to beat up. I don't want to take on these things just yet. So yeah, there was a thing genuinely in WoW where you have, at the end of the game when you're like max level, you go in for these dungeons and these really hard boss fights. And there was one boss fight that infected the players with a disease, and it wasn't meant to, like, when you left the dungeon, the disease wasn't meant to come with you, but it turns out it infected the hunter's pets, and people would like dismiss their pets, a bit like Pokemon, but then they would bring them out in like populated cities, and then suddenly this meant the disease had managed to escape the dungeon and was now tearing through the WoW population. Like, people were getting sick and dying in game, and it was just like an actual kind of plague outbreak, to the point where academics and actual like professionals and scientists and stuff like that were monitoring how people would react in a real pandemic. This was before COVID, by the way. Yeah, and it turns out that people were assholes. They were deliberately infecting themselves and running around and coughing on new players and then watching them die. So it was called the corrupted blood incident. Right, okay. New question. This guy: seek out the dryad known as seek out and see what business she tends to in our grove. One of the Sentinels reported seeing her to the southwest. Okay, so south, west would be this direction, maybe, or she in the next kind of bit. I still need to find 3 more cats. Right, still got. Oh, there she is. Okay, that's southwest.
Great outdoors.
Yeah. Hey, hold on. Is that Granny? Yeah, it is.
Conera.
Okay.
Bees kicking.
Oh, get some techno, get some Rammstein on the go, or some Tom Cardy. Interstellar cha cha cha, or transcendental cha cha cha, I should say. Right, create film and bring them. Okay, so we're engage these. Okay, I think that's to. Yeah, we need to take out these little things up here. So I used my level 70 character boost on retail. Not enough rage. Yeah, gotta be angrier. But yeah, I used my level 70 character boost to get my warlock up to what I was planning, level 70, play through the War Within, and then get to Midnight, the new kind of current expansion. Only problem is, yay, my first level. My only problem is, it gave me the option for a recap of the story. Now, normally with WoW expansions, every expansion is its own contained story that kind of continues the overall story of the world. But they're doing the World Soul Saga at the moment, so they like announced 3 expansions all at once, and there's an ongoing story over the three things. So I thought, right, it's going to give me a recap up to the first episode of this saga, the War Within. Let me experience what's happened in the world, who's in charge of the Horde and the Alliance, things like that. And then I'm going to play through the War Within, the first part of this
Kobold Kitty. Saw the Mario movie yesterday. It was good. There was some father-son elements in the movie. Made Ellis tear up a bit. It made him realize how much he misses his dad.
Aww.
Made me tear up when I heard that.
I heard that it actually only got middling reviews. Actually, the new Mario movie. What I really want to do, and by the way, Huddy, I'm just saying, I'm totally subjecting our child to it. Yes, we will watch the original Illumination Mario movie, which is a really good movie. I am also going to subject our child to the 1993 Super Mario movie with Bob Hopkins and the weird Blade Runner-esque
Conera. Oh
movie
dear.
that traumatized me as a child, where Bowser
Kobold
takes
Kitty.
some random
balls.
dude, sticks him into a de-evolution thing, and turns him into a scary-ass dinosaur with a shrunken head. That fucked me up as a kid, and I will absolutely 100% pass that trauma on to our child. I had to see it, so do they. So... I'm going to pay for that later, I just know it. So yes, I really did like the...
Conera. Gremlins 2.
Oh, Gremlins 2, yes, that... Gremlins 2 is a fun movie. It really is. I like Gremlins 2. Yes, getting back to you, Cobalt. I liked the last Mario movie.
Kobold Kitty. The Goonies.
You know what? I've never seen the Goonies. I have never seen the Goonies. I know it by reputation. I know all the references to it because they pop up that often.
Kobold Kitty.
I've never
WTF.
actually sat down and watched
Conera.
it.
I love the Goonies. Kobold Kitty. Mate.
I know. There's actually some, like, as a special effects artist and as someone who's worked in TV and film, there's actually quite a lot of, like, random things I've not actually seen. I only saw Pulp Fiction relatively recently.
Conera. He had a strange childhood.
I did have a strange childhood. Really, what about me didn't allude
Kobold
to the fact
Kitty.
that I had a strange childhood?
Holy shit. I will bring you a copy of my DVD. I don't use it anymore. Kobold Kitty. As so I'm told.
The thing about Pulp Fiction was, again, everyone bigged it up to me as this legendary film that I had to watch, and it was one of those films that whenever it was on in the background, I went, oh no, Pulp Fiction's on, I need to sit down and watch that properly. So I'd kind of seen bits of it, but never in the right order. And then when I did finally sit down and watch it, I made the concerted effort to watch it from start to finish, I went, right, turns out I maybe had seen the whole film, but just in, different sections back to front. And it was a good film. It was a good film, but... it'd been bigged up to, like, legendary proportion. So, Reservoir Dogs was the other one. Right, yep, we've got everything that we need there. That's done. So yes, subjecting our child to the original Super Mario movie. So I'll be nice, right? I'll let them watch the Illumination one first. I get to choose my reward. Do I want boots? Do I want legs, or do I want gloves? I think I want... Actually, the boots give me the most armor. Let's go for that. Got me some new boots. They're my stomping boots. There we go. Right. Have I done all the quests? No, I need... oh.
Conera. And you say you'd rather a girl to a boy. I think you'll be a great boy, Dad.
I know. Someone at work was saying, I'm not sure I agree with the sentiment. They were like, your son is what you make them. This sort of thing. Your wee boy will turn out how you make them. And I'm kind of like, okay, the worst thing that could happen to me is we have a son and they turn out to be a proper lad's lad. They're into the football and sports and all this. And don't get me wrong, I will 100% support them, but I'll be like, yeah, you're on your own for a lot of this, son. So I will cheer you on from the sidelines. I'm going back into the forests of woe and hunting night sabers. Feel free to join me and your mother when you're ready. Right, I'm still looking for these bloody... Okay.
Conera. And they can read.
And they can read, yeah. See if they can fucking read. I'll be like, seriously? Right. Okay, there's a few others there. Right. I am taking slightly bad to the
Kobold
slowly
Kitty.
scrolling text.
Been listening to Ed Sheeran at work. His first album Plus is underrated AF.
I was waiting to say,
And
what,
Equals is about being a father. It's such a deep cut. I recommend it if you're interested.
why are you subjecting yourself to Ed Sheeran? It's, the thing is, I don't have anything against Ed Sheeran. It's just not my type of music. So you always know I'm in class or where my class is because it's always Sum 41, Blink 182, Foo Fighters, basically anything from the Kerrang 2000 to 2005 album.
When his shit is on.
Yeah. You like some of my shit, sweetheart, so don't you come away with that. You like the Fallout Boy, you know, and some of the kind of pop punky sort of stuff. You know, I deliberately don't subject you to my heavy shit. I subject you to my weird shit. I don't subject you to the heavy shit.
Conera. No, you subject me to the shite in the car.
Don't you be talking bad about Tom Cardy now. Tom Cardy
Kobold
is a
Kitty.
legend.
Ed Sheeran is the Nickelback of the UK, it seems. Kobold Kitty. H-A-H-H-A-H-H-A-H-A.
Cobalt, you're you're stepping on a fine line. The missus really loves Nickelback, so don't you go insulting Nickelback in front of her. She will get on a plane and come for you.
Ah.
Right.
Kobold Kitty. I do T-O.
Again, isn't the whole thing that like
Kobold Kitty. I grew up with that shit.
Isn't the whole thing about Nickelback is like no one actually hates Nickelback? Some comedian made a joke about it and it just got memed on so hard that a lot of people kind of take it almost as a fact. Oh, right, balance of nature. And so I know that it didn't have quest markers. So I'm deliberately trying to have a vanilla experience here as much as possible.
Kobold Kitty. I love them. Also, yes, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Conera. Only weirdos believe that.
Well, honey, you're marrying a weirdo, so what does that say for you then? By the way, there's no Mike or Tavares tonight. I did invite Tavares on the stream, but he's seeing his missus tonight, and Mike is driving down south. He put it on the Discord this morning.
Conera.
I won't.
I hate normal.
That is very true. We don't do normal here. Mike was like, I won't be up for stream shenanigans tonight, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, Mike, what do I even pay you for? Wait, I don't even pay you. Okay, that's fine. You have a leave of absence. Make sure you put in a self-cert. Otherwise, you will be marked as absent on the register. Right, I really do need to sell some shit.
Conera. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Right.
Kobold Kitty. Same, it keeps life interesting, especially with a Scotsman.
Well,
Kobold
yes.
Kitty. L-U-L-L-U-L.
The other week, when Max was up, I was looking after Max because the mother was having a well-deserved break. You know, she's got a lot on, so her and my sister had a very well-deserved break at like fancy hotel here in Scotland, and she messaged me to inform me that she had her first deep-fried Mars bar at this really fancy 5-star restaurant. And I'm like, all right. It's like, how was it? She's like, I would have it again. So, now, the missus is probably pissing herself right now because the thought of my mum eating a deep-fried Mars bar is quite a hilarious image to her, I'm sure. Although it was one of these fancy ones that came on this massive like Belgian waffle and ice cream and stuff like that. So,
Kobold Kitty. A-Y-Y-Y-O-O. Much lesser I'm sorry 5STARESTURANT.
I think we broke Cobalt, so she's had an aneurysm.
Conera. I thought she actually went into a chippy rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
My mother going to a
Cobalt
chippy.
Kitty. That sounds amazing.
My mother in a chippy? Of course, no way. No way. It was at Glen Eagle's townhouse, and it was part of their afternoon tea. So they did this. They did this whole thing. Right, okay, so this is back when we had trainers. Okay. Right, simple sigil.
Cobalt Kitty. What is happening to the chatbot LMAO?
I've no
Conera.
idea.
I know, I was so proud of her. Now it all makes sense.
Of course, of course. Right, warrior shout. This increases your melee and attack power of all your... Okay, that's just a straightforward buff. That is good. Let's level 6, level 4. Okay. Right.
Conera. It's tripping.
Hold on. Where is... There we go. Fury, there's the battle shout. We want to be battle shout. That'll make things a little bit easier. Battle stance. Okie dokie. I think that's great. You don't have any more quests for me. That's okay. Right. Sweet. Perfect. Right, I want to track... shift click to track.
Conera. Should get her a deep fried cream egg.
Oh. I could try. I mean, if it was done that way, she said she wouldn't be opposed to it. Right. Right. I need to find some kind of trader here. Okay. You. I can get rid of some shit. That's fine. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. This is back when you have as much space as a Midgey's Bossack. Right, there we go. Get rid of all that crap. I have 1 silver 34. I'm rich. So we're going... I think I remember this one. Okay, so we need the next type of boars, and we need some venom sacks. I think that's in the cave to the north.
Conera. Bet it's like a banana fritter thinking face, even I've never tried a deep fried Mars bar.
Yeah. Oh, there's is that the other ones? Yeah, mangy saber. Cool.
Cobalt Kitty. We need a soundboard, lol.
We do. That is something that I need to invest in for the stream. I think we're developing our own little in jokes for the stream. Things like put the balls into, don't microwave your hamster. A mad
Conera.
ears. That sort
Not
of thing.
before the wedding.
What? Don't put the balls in before the wedding. So, or was that the delay that fucked that up?
Conera. Rolling on the floor laughing.
So yeah.
Cobalt Kitty. Holy shit. I'ma be fat AF when I go evenly try everything.
Well, yeah. To be fair, right? My favourite thing to get from a chippy, me and the missus, we normally get like the big munchie boxes that we have here, which is just like a selection of everything. I think I've worked out that when I'm ordering food, I like variety. The missus will tell you I've got a problem with portion control, especially when I'm cooking. But I like the variety. I like having different things, and in a meal. So if I'm out somewhere and I'm at a restaurant, I have a tendency to like order so much shit because I want to try everything, and then I order way too much and struggle. So munchie boxes are good for that. As for occasionally the mood gets me, and I really need one of those.
Conera. Don't get him to cook duck when he's tired.
Yeah, don't do that. Well, you know what? The duck was fine. The duck was okay. You make it sound like
Cobalt
I
Kitty.
messed up the duck.
Oh no.
Basically, I did the duck, I rendered the fat down, the skin was crispy, it was a good duck. Problem is, I stuck the pan in the oven at 200 degrees for like 6 minutes or however much I put it in for. And I was so tired that I didn't even register. Went to take the pan out and didn't use oven mitts. And it was that thing, I was that tired, I picked it up and went, ow, that's really sore. But I didn't even have the energy to shout or scream or go, ah, you bugger. And I was just like, yep, that's the thing. I've just burnt through several layers of skin. Also, pro tip, if you're cooking with fat, wear trousers. That's ended badly several times for me.
Conera. No, you just went quiet.
Yeah.
Oven.
No. Yeah, oven. See, the text to speak got it right, and therefore that's the only time you've pronounced it correctly. So, it's an oven with an O. Sorry, this is going to be one of the big wars of our family, I see. So yes, my favourite thing to get from a takeaway every now and then is a proper big greasy pizza. The one where they like put way too much cheese on it. Usually with pepperoni and as many meats as they can stick on, along with kind of jalapenos. And then it basically blows the arsehole off me, and I have like the worst heartburn for like 24 hours afterwards. But I think what I'm trying to say is I hate myself, and unless my food physically hurts me, it's not hot enough. So I'm sure someone can psychoanalyze that at some point. In fact, I didn't say this to you, sweetheart. You know that pizza I had the last time you were up? Yeah, that blew the arsehole off me. I actually had to take a rest from spicy food the next day because I was waddling a little bit at work. So that's an image that nobody needs. I feel sorry for the cleaners who had to go into the bathroom after me.
Conera. I missed that due to an ad.
Oh, right, okay. I was saying I had that pizza I had when you were up. Blew the arsehole off me. And I had to take a rest from spicy food the next day because I was waddling at work. It was quite painful. So there's an image that you can take with you. Welcome to the YindyPlayZ stream. Right, I'm looking for a cave.
Conera. LOL Ring of Fire.
Oh yeah.
Cobalt Kitty. I swear ads are getting dumber, but they're no Geico ad.
Oh yeah. Well, I think ads have always appealed to the lowest possible denominator. Right, webbed venom sacs. I think it would make sense that they drop from spiders. So there was part of me that was tempted to do a hardcore stream and see how far I could get a character in hardcore mode, but the servers were either PvP normal or PvP or PvE, and I'm like, I'm not doing PvP, so screw that. Warhammer Online did a really, really good... Wait, hold on. Did that? No, bug eye. Did a really good PvP system. Warcraft, it's whoever's the highest level wins. I miss not having more bags. Okay, in the venom sack. Right. Okay, that's the cave there. So we'll come back to that. I need to dump all my shit. Probably get rid of these as well. Quest givers, thank you. Movement, thank you. Quest log, thank you. Now, if we were playing retail, I swear I would have jumped like several levels by now. Yeah, there we go.
Conera. Bruce.
Bruce? What about Bruce? Are you suggesting names to me again? I love how...
Conera. The hyena.
Oh, the hyena. Oh, yeah. Is that the one from The Lion King? Right. Should we go in? Doobadoo. Eee. Oh, yeah.
Conera.
I love how...
Harley Quinn's hyena.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I should know that. I should know that, to be fair. So, as much as I love Warhammer...
Conera. Aha.
And what I've spent on Warhammer over the years, I need you to understand that my missus's love for Harley Quinn, you know, my love for Warhammer pales in comparison. You have a dedicated room and shrine. It is a Harley museum you have. So, to rival my Warhammer collection. So, that's impressive.
Conera. Grin.
So just as if something happened to me, you know, don't you go sticking my Warhammer on Vinted and, you know, selling it for a $5, right? You get proper prices for these sort of things. And likewise, I'm sure your Harley collection's worth a good fair chunk. Now, one thing I do appreciate about WoW, and it's one of the few MMOs and RPGs I think actually does that, is that the night and day cycle is tied to real life.
Conera. Put the kids through uni.
Oh, are you actually suggesting that we sell our respective collections so that we can better the life of our child and give them a fair, you know, an elite education at some, you know, prestigious school? Because I'm just going to say it right now. Fuck Riot off. So they can pay their own
Conera.
way.
Sell yours.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. So... You know, if it ever gets to the point where you have to put me in a home and, you know, as a case of sell the house or sell the Warhammer
Cobalt
collection,
Kitty.
I want you to know...
Thought uni was free in the UK.
No. Is uni free in the UK? It's not free in the UK. You get your tuition fees paid for you here in Scotland as long as you're going up. And even then, it's getting harder and harder to fund that, and there's caveats, and more of it needs to get supported by like student loans and stuff like that. So it's free asterisk, if you get what I mean. So certainly we're nowhere near the American system, thank God for that.
Cobalt
So
Kitty.
you guys have it rough.
that makes more sense.
Yeah, you guys have it rough. And especially if you're talking the really prestigious type ones, you know, basically they want the foreign students because they actually do pay more or they earn more. It costs them money to you know, train the local boys, so to speak, and yeah, that's a whole contentious point over here. So yeah. I mean, I am very much a proponent that education should be free, and the democratization of education. You know, it should not be privatized and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, again, hence why I'm a Liberal Democrat. But yeah, I think I graduated in 2010. And my student loan, mainly for like living and stuff like that, like I said, my tuition fees were paid, but the student loan that I took out to survive I think it was like $5,000, and you pay it back when you earn over a certain threshold. So I've been in my lecturer job for about 10 years, and I've been over the threshold for that time. So it comes off straight off my paycheck packet. Like, I shall save this druid, who's clearly AFK. So to the tune of about 30-40 quid a month, depending on what my take-home pay at the end of the month is. So it was like $5,000 or so. I think I've got about $1,000 of it left. The interest is quite low on it, you know. But I was like one of the last years that was like a reasonable rate. I know, like, my students now, they leave with something like $21,000 in debt. Which is fine if you never earn over a certain amount. You never pay it back, and I think it gets written off after a certain amount, but yeah. Speak to
Cobalt Kitty. Yeah, I wasted $2,000 out of my own account just to go to community college that, mind you, that I didn't get to finish. Because I didn't have a car to go to campus.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this was kind of after COVID-ish.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people from America saying,
Conera. I don't know what mine is for college.
I'm sure we can find your login and stuff and find how much you've got, sweetheart. Like I said, I know some students that have ridiculous amounts. We're talking up to like 50k and stuff like that. But like I said, if you never earn over a certain amount, then you know it's fine. Or I think if you piss off to Australia for like 3 to 5 years, it maybe gets written off. So, but yes, the thing about the UK versus America, our public transport is shit. It really is.
Conera. Ooh, holiday.
Some routes are fine. Like for example, I'm right on the train line between Glasgow and Edinburgh, so getting east to west is really fine. And it's dead easy. Now Glasgow's about 10 miles that way. Edinburgh's like 30 miles that way. And I can get to either of them fairly easily with kind of frequent trains. However, to get to like Motherwell, which is 10 miles south, or Cumbernauld, which is like 8 miles north, it's really badly serviced. It's like an hour and 20-minute bus that goes through all the little villages and all the little towns and stuff like that. Or I have to wait on this train that only comes once an hour and stops at something like 6:30. And you know, before I learned to drive, if I was teaching up in the Cumbernauld campus, I'd have to actually like be up at something ridiculous like 6:30 to get there. It was easier for me to get to Fife, which is like 70 miles away. Quicker and easier for me to get to Fife than it was for me to get to Cumbernauld. So yeah, public transport's a bit of a hit or miss over here, I would say.
Conera. Peep peep.
But at least I drive now. You know, I've got my license. I'm actually on the road. I've not hit any more parking bollards, so it's okay. So yes, having the car has majorly changed things.
Conera. Rolling on the floor laughing. Conera. Saving me cash on diesel.
Well, yes. You have a diesel car. Yes, if Trump could stop bombing the shit out, you know, and making things just generally worse for everyone, that would be great. Although I don't hold out much hope. Okay, this might go badly.
Cobalt Kitty. At least you have public transport. I need a Taza. just to get by in downtown Houston.
Yeah.
Maybe a pistol. I do have one. Luckily don't or ever had to use it. Conera. Yeah, and I wouldn't be worrying about my oil.
Yeah, Cobalt, you know, it's such a bizarre thing for a Brit to hear. You know, I've got a pistol, like, it's the most normal thing in the world. Thankfully, never had to use it. I bloody hope not. But, yeah, I mean, this whole idea that the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun...
Conera.
No.
What's a taser?
I think taser. Electric.
Cobalt Kitty. Yes.
Also, I love how when questioned, 90% of men said that if
Cobalt
they were given
Kitty.
a taser,
Spelled it wrong, lol.
if given a taser, 90% of men admitted they would test it on themselves first. That's the male preservation instinct for you right there.
Cobalt Kitty. Knew it LMAO.
I'm not saying that women are smarter.
Conera. Why women live longer?
I do love how, like, one of my female friends was saying that in terms of the difference between having a boy and a girl is girls are smarter and they catch on to things way, way quicker, whereas little boys have absolutely no fucking preservation instinct until about the age of 3. So trying to keep them alive to the age of 3 is its own specific type of challenge. So yeah, I'm just saying, that's what we've been warned.
Conera. Mummy's boy.
Well, you see that with Milo. I mean, he's absolutely fearless. Yay, got him.
Conera. He's defo mummy's boy.
Oh, yeah. Munch on some ribs. Have some of the jerky. Right, do I need to be up here for anything? Right, I don't know. Okay, anyway. I think we're done. You know what? I'm just going to Hearthstone out of this joint. That can go in the hotbar for now. And boop. Thank you.
What brings you here?
Conera. You just dealt with the raptor phase.
Oh,
Cobalt Kitty. Now about that convo being, well, normal, to us. I was raised around firearms and the importance of safety when I was 13.
I know. And again, have that conversation over here in the UK. That feels like such an oxymoron to us. It's
At
like,
Riley Sadlex.
yeah, here's...
Hey, just out a concert and don't think I'll be able to stay long.
Yeah, here's a talk on safety. Here's a gun. So, you know, maybe just don't have the gun. So, but yes, that's the British versus American mentality, I think, in play there. One hand. There we go. You know, I'm just saying, Cobalt, again, I've just admitted that men will taser themselves given the first opportunity. And also...
Conera. Yeah, probably better not having them here grin.
Yeah, and the missus will 100% back me up on this. The other thing you do not want to leave a man alone with in a room is a dildo, because I swear, within 90 seconds he will be swinging it around like a lightsaber, and eventually poke himself in the eye. This has happened. So... Also, honey, your ones are
Cobalt
spiky.
Kitty. I see it lol 1000%.
There's a reason why we can't be trusted. So, 3-6 damage. Yeah, okay, so that's... Right. Okay, so... Oh, wait. Do I have to go kill that spider again? The one I just did. But this time I've actually got the quest for it. Right, friend in need. Right, need to deal with this stuff now. Sell. Fuck's sake, the Hearthstone takes an hour to cool down. Yeah. Yeah, old school WoW wasn't fucking about, was it? Right. So we've... Cool, we'll drop this into you. I need mushrooms. Can you gather them from these growing trees?
Conera. I just love the fact the police ran out my house when they saw the baseball bat behind the door grin.
Yeah. We certainly live in interesting times and in an interesting area. Yeah, it's the fact that 3 cars have been set on fire round about yours, honey, and every time that there is one, I have to check my car and make sure mine's not one of them. I'm not saying Coatbridge, where I live, is much better, but you know, I'm just saying no cars here have spontaneously combusted. Not that I'm aware of, anyway.
Conera. They wouldn't dare imp.
Right. Okay. Cool. Right, I do think I have to go take out that spider, I think. Right. Picky some
Kobold
mushrooms.
Kitty. Now, if you can confirm, can the police just come in your house and steal your TV without a license?
Oh, you mean if we don't have a license, can you get into shit? No, they can't. It's a very difficult high bar to prove, especially in kind of modern day. Basically, we have the BBC, which is publicly owned, and I do like the BBC as a corporation. It gets a load of shit, and it has some biases. You know, it's constantly mired in scandal. But, and again, no offense, Cobalt, I would much rather have the BBC that tries to be balanced and in the middle than the hyper partisan stuff that you guys have in the States. I mean, they're trying to bring that over here, and so far it's not really taken, which is like with GP News and Talk TV and stuff like that. So generally speaking, the BBC's not reactionary. It tries to just give you the facts as much as possible. Yes, it leaves a lot of facts out, and people call bias, and either it's too woke or either it's too right wing, depending on what side of the political spectrum you're on. Everyone's got a complaint about it, but that's the thing, right? You know, if you're pissing off everyone, it means that you're not on either side. So I suppose that's the situation the BBC's in. If you watch the BBC without a license because it's taxpayer funded, then yes, technically you are breaking the law, and if they can prove that, you can get into shit. If that's your question. Can they break down your door and like steal it? No. Me and the missus, we don't actually watch the BBC, so we declare, what is it, every year or every 6 months. We have no need of a license. Streaming doesn't count. Watching live TV on YouTube does. So if I watch live TV, technically I'm breaking the law if I don't have a license, which I don't do, just in case everyone from the is watching. Watching pre-recorded stuff is fine. Logging onto iPlayer, which is like the BBC's version of Netflix, that requires a license. Weirdly, I do listen to the news a fair bit on the BBC and on the Alexa, and that doesn't need a license. That's fine. So, basically, less and less people are watching terrestrial TV, meaning more and more people don't pay for the license, because the license, it's not like Netflix. It's not like you just pay a monthly subscription and that's fine. It's a weird thing. You've got to like pay for half a year to a year up front, and then you start paying up the next year if you do it. And it's like a really weird payment model, and that's one of the reasons why I don't piss around with it. You know, I'd much rather just watch it at my parents' house, or wait until the reruns. You know, the BBC sell all its shows to like things like Dave or UK TV Gold or whatever. So you're maybe watching. You can see all the shows on the BBC like a year later, once they're off the main channels. So I did get into shit one time when I logged into iPlayer, and the license is per household, not per user. So I was
Conera.
my parents'
I
house.
don't even use the cooker, let alone the TV, when you're no here.
Yeah, I know, right? So, do you even use the microwave when I'm not over? How do you survive without me, honey? I'm just saying. So,
Cobalt Kitty. If I lived in the UK, I would have the license and just never use it. Lol. Also, that's stupid, it's fucking YouTube.
yeah,
Jesus, it sounds backwards over there.
yeah, I
But
know.
yeah, it all makes sense. If you live there anyway.
Yeah, most folk my age, and the missus' age, we tend not to have the license. It's mostly our parents and stuff that are supported. This is why the BBC's revenue goes down every fucking year. So they're going to have to rethink the payment model. But if they did change it, but the other side of it is there's no advertisements on it. So the BBC aren't beholden to like advertisers or, you know, partisan sort of shit. So, you know, I would much rather it existed, and if it had a better payment model where I could just...
Conera. You're only a year older.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, our tastes are not that different that, you know, like...
Cobalt Kitty.
My dad would sit and
LUL.
watch terrestrial TV. You know, our grandparents or our parents, you know, rely on terrestrial TV. You know, we watch YouTube and streaming services. Right. Okay, take this guy out now. Not enough rage. So I love if anyone comes across this stream after the fact, expecting, you know, an in-depth kind of conversation about Warcraft and Burning Crusade, and it's just me talking about the fucking UK TV license for, you know, half an hour. Again, the more you know. Right. Whee! Ow, my ankle. Right. Okay, so I think I've got all the shit I need. So you're still coming over in the summer, aren't you, Cobalt, you said? I saw that Steve, Will, and all that are retiring Spontaneous Player as
Cobalt
format.
Kitty. Maybe.
So, you know, in some ways I'm kind of gutted to
Conera.
see
Yes.
that go. But then I think Will's off being like a megastar rapper at the moment, so, you know.
Conera. Fanny.
The missus isn't the biggest fan of Will. So I think the N64 jokes did it in for... Right, stop nibbling my butt. Right. Okay, I'm looking out for mushrooms. Okay, where are the mushrooms? Where be the mushrooms? That's not a mushroom, that's a...
Conera. That's my job.
What, finding mushrooms? So... I do make a killer mushroom soup, though. Just saying. Thank you. Random priesty woman running by. I love that about old WoW. You just run by random players and they buff you.
Conera. You do, even Mum loved it.
Yeah.
Cobalt Kitty. Damn, sounds like a dismissed friendship. Guess I'll never get to meet him. Oh well.
Well, if you manage to come over during the Fringe, you know, I'm sure Steve will be, because I think he's been doing a lot more stuff with his stand-up, actually. Again, we just had
Conera.
the Glasgow...
You're not missing anything.
We just had a Glasgow comedy festival there, so yeah, I mean, it's usually in August, so you'll be about ready to pop, sweetheart. But if we can, we should do the Fringe. We should try and support Billy, get to his show. I'd love to see Stu, but Stu's shows were usually something ridiculous like 11 o'clock at night. That's leather. We should probably get the shield.
Conera.
Boom.
Oh yes, but we are still going to see Bon Jovi.
Yes. I don't care if the kids trying to come out. They can wait until after Bon Jovi. No coming out living on a prayer. I was 200 quid for those tickets. And Bon Jovi's like one of those bands that's like majorly on my list. Right. Still need more mushrooms.
I'm listening.
Thank you.
May the stars guide.
It is time for you to set and seek your destiny, Kendar. But before you do, as much has changed. Yeah. There's task. Go to the Moonwell north of Elytra and return me a vial of water. Alright. Stairs are for pussies. Whee! Bonk. There we go. That works. Oh, I need to go this way, I think. Can I... There we go. I think that's what he was on about. Requires Moonglade well. Okay, I'm guessing this isn't the Moonglade well.
Conera. Big screen, baby bee grin.
Oh, yeah.
Cobalt Kitty. I'd love to, also, fuck yeah, love Bon Jovi.
Apparently they all keep like falling out and everything, so I hope it's not like fucking Oasis and they actually like keep it together long enough to actually like do the tour. That would be good. I'm trying to think who's... You want to see Pink, honey. I know that Pink's very much on your list. I'm trying to think what other major bands, like, if I could get tickets for them, I definitely would be there. I've seen Rammstein, so you've got to pass on that, although I would definitely see them again if they came back. Don't need that. Their quest item.
Conera. Nickelback.
I would take you to Nickelback. I will make that sacrifice for you. You know, and let that not be a labour of love to take my missus to see Nickelback. Again, not that I like Nickelback. It's just funny to pretend they're crap. So, oh, right. Charge, thank you, and rent.
Conera. And Fallout Boy.
Yeah, I'd go see Fallout Boy with you. That's a thing. I'd like to go and see Bowling for Soup again. I love seeing Bowling for Soup whenever they're over. I've seen them multiple times. They're a fun gig to go to. Although I think a lot of the original members, I think it's just Jared that's
Cobalt Kitty.
left from that.
I'm gonna save up for a MacBook M5 Air for video editing as a full-time career.
Nice.
The tech industry is very oversaturated and well, I like doing it, and I could do it anywhere in the world.
Well, you know what, Cobalt, depending on things, might have a chat with you if you're interested in editing stuff. I mean, obviously I'm doing half-wits and all that, but, you know, I maybe could use a hand with some editing stuff once my finances kind of settle down, and obviously we see how things are with B and stuff. I mean, Mark did a fantastic job editing the table footage for half-wits, but, you know, if you can maybe give me a hand with some of the editing stuff for, like, YindyPlayZ, that would be really good, and maybe take a bit of, because I've got loads of stuff I want to edit, but, you know, between this, a full-time job, kid, missus, you know, just not enough hours and mental spoons in the day, unfortunately. But yes, that would really
Cobalt
be
Kitty.
something.
Endless Possibilities is my favorite song of theirs.
Yeah.
Conera. Mother.
Yes. Is that? Right.
Cobalt Kitty. Also, I'd be horned too.
You'd be horned too? So...
Cobalt Kitty. Wait. Cobalt Kitty. N-O. Cobalt Kitty. Fuck. Conera. Rolling on the floor laughing.
I think it's funnier than the fact that the missus is on the stream going, what the fuck? I'm the only one who gives him the horn round here.
Conera. Hunnard.
Yes, thank you. But yes, cheers, Cobalt, and we'll work something out. I mean, obviously,
Cobalt
I
Kitty.
wouldn't ask you to do it for
Honored,
free.
yes, thank you.
Right, okay, I think that's the Moonwell I was looking for. Cool. I think this is the one. Filling it up. Bonk. Right. Still need more mushrooms. You said they were kicking around the trees.
Conera. I'm dyslexic or add still waiting on test thinking face.
Yeah. Look, Harry, when it comes to your ADHD test, I'm just going to buy you a bag of Skittles and film you for half an hour. So, that'll be fine. I think they'll get that and just like put it in and just go, yeah, no questions, no further things. Right, here's your diagnosis. Fuck. Best of luck to you. Right, where are the mushrooms? Right. There's another one up there. And I'll need. You can find these growing under trees, or you can recollect them from the.
Cobalt Kitty. I'll add some Gen Z humor. The really good color graded footage you have, like it's really good.
Oh God, Gen
Conera.
Z humor.
I still can't believe you said about B having ad.
Again, you know, B is going to be the combination of the two of us. You know, either they're going to get all of our hang-ups and all of our little weird quirks, or absolutely none of them. So it'll be an interesting combination. Or if we end up having two kids, one of them's just going to be majorly fucked
Cobalt
up,
Kitty.
and like the
Well,
other one.
2001, close enough, lol.
Yeah. We only do millennial humor here, so. You Gen Zers and your dabs and. I'm desperately trying to think of some Gen Z sort of humor, but I honestly can't. I'm that out of touch. So. You know, I didn't watch Vines or Shorts. I watched the compilation YouTube videos because I didn't want to be left behind.
Conera. I never understand when they go on about Gen Z.
So we're millennials, honey, because we were.
Cobalt Kitty. Fam, I had a VCR. Before I had a DVD. We were poor AF, but we made it work, lol.
Exactly, and you absolutely do. I think Gen Z. I think my sister was on like the cusp of millennial to Gen Z. So I think Gen Z is people born in the late 90s to mid 2000s. I think, and
Conera. Did you have a box TV?
you with the TV and the VHS. I did indeed. I'm pretty sure I had one of them growing up. Or if you just mean a big chunky TV, then yes, we definitely had one of them.
Cobalt Kitty. Yes, Emerson 2001 VCR Combo Mini.
Oh yeah, yeah. And those things were indestructible. They were like the Nokias of early TVs.
Cobalt Kitty. It was awesome and I still have it.
Good luck, friend.
The thing is, like vintage tech actually goes for a fair penny these days. If it actually works, you know, it'd be worth a fair chunk of change. I would have thought.
Be careful.
Oh shit! Oh shit! There's a quest timer. Oh shit! Suddenly the pressure's on. Bring the two before. There's something you should know. Can be found by the cave to the north. The north. Okay. Okay, back to this cave apparently.
Cobalt Kitty. I have 2 Pokemon tapes of the original series still red and looking good with the cases.
Oh, did you get like if that's the first like Pokemon movie, did you get like the special Pokemon trading card of like Mewtwo that came with the VHS? I'm pretty sure I still have mine somewhere. Yes, that is one thing that
Cobalt Kitty.
I'll be doing.
No,
with
I'm still looking for it.
I'm sure I've got mine. Yeah, somewhere with my old Pokemon cards.
Conera. I'm not sure if I do thinking face.
So we were very much kind of Kanto region first gen Pokemon. I dabbled back in it now and again. I got sucked up into it in 2016 with the whole Pokemon Go thing. I think the missus she stopped caring after the first generation, so there's only 150 Pokemon as far as she's concerned, and that's it.
Conera. Yes.
Right. Please see. Oh, there he is. Found him. Right. Okay. Hey, there we go. Cool.
Conera. I still have first Pokédex and still works grin.
Oh, did you actually have like the proper Pokédex? I think I had one of them as well.
Cobalt Kitty. And Journey Together set with Enz Reshiram and Zorik, and I also grew up with the originals from the anime.
Nice.
My true first game was Pokemon Platinum Gen 4.
Nice.
Conera. You're the red one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had one of them as well. I also, my sister had this talking Pikachu that when you like, it had like a couple of like metal bits on the bottom, and when you touched it, it went Pika. And I had like the Meowth version, And I was that awkward kid in primary school, in primary 7, who talked to his Meowth toy, and it was my best friend because I didn't have many friends at school because I was a weird theatre kid. Shut up. That's not a deep childhood trauma surfacing there. Tamara sent me the April Fool's joke.
Cobalt Kitty. Lol, I'd
Warhammer.
love to keep talking, but gotta get ready for work.
No worries.
Good luck on the rest of the stream.
Cool.
Nice meeting ya at Conera.
Have a good one, Cobalt, and yeah, keep in touch. And if you're over, give us a shout. So, so yeah, Tamara sent me that
Conera. Bye, have a good night.
that Warhammer musical April Fools, and I'm sitting there going, I'd so go and see that. That looks amazing. And you know, the Discord, Tamara says,
Cobalt Kitty. Will do, thank you. Less than 3.
taking the piss out of me for being that weird theatre kid. I'm like, shut up, leave me alone to my crippling dyslexia, which he has referred to it as before. Right, give you the veil. Yeah, cool. Right, well, there's more I can say to you. I must send you along. Right, seek out blah blah blah. You will find them at the moment. Follow the road south. Yep. So this is us finally leaving the little kind of shelter starter area and making our way into the world. I didn't actually accept a quest there. God damn it.
Conera. I really should try get out the bath with Bump.
Oh god, are you in the bath just now? Jeez. So, I mean, I would say, like, message me if you need help, but you are, like, maybe 10, 30 miles. Is it 10 or 30 miles?
Conera. Yeah, I'm sore.
Oh, honey. So, hopefully the bath helps. And I'm sure Bee's enjoying the bath as well. Right. Okay, I should probably sell my shit before I move on. Right, there we go. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. No, that's fine.
Only the stars know.
Can I afford anything else?
Hello.
Conera. Yeah, but I can't have it hot, so topped it up 3 times during
Oh.
stream.
Yeah, no, you like your hot baths. I'm sure. I was about to say, are you sure you're not a lobster in a previous life? But I'm pretty sure lobsters don't like really hot water. I mean, that's kind of the whole deal with them, you know. They don't get a choice in the matter. Yeah, that's really put me in the mood for lobster now. So, I like my seafood, you don't. So, I've got sea bass and that salmon there to try. Yeah. Oh. Another quest along the way. Hello. Right, greetings, young warrior. Can you offer me aid? I have a package. Must be delivered to the town of Dolinar. Yeah, why not? I shall see to it. And out into the big wide world. Doopy-doo. So yeah, like I've said, if this was retail, I'd already be like about level 20 by now. That was ridiculous. I was playing the midnight recap, and I thought it would just recap me up to the start of the story, but instead it rushed me through the entire bloody expansion. And I was like, okay, right, well, I guess I'm level 80 now. And while it did get me successfully up to midnight, and yeah, I did understand the story. I was kind of like, I don't actually care because you've rushed me through it that quickly. Right, and he looks like a shady bastard. Right. Fetch me 3 Night Saber Fangs, 3 of the Owl Feathers, and 3 swatches of Spiderweb. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure we can do that. Right. So, fighting more. Spiders, owls, by the looks of things, and spiders, owls, and the tigers. Cool, that's one. Sure, pass an owl. There's one there.
Not enough rage.
Do you rage for that? Required battle stance.
Not enough rage.
That's 10 rage. Nope. Try the next out. I hate that you can't charge if you're too close. Haha. Shield, motherfucker. Damn it. It's fine, just committing owl genocide.
Not enough rage. Need more rage.
And kill.
Not enough rage. I can't do that yet. Need more rage.
Hey, that's one of the feathers that I need. Cool. So I like the option of being able to have the old school WoW experience and just a slow, methodical pottering about as the world opens up and I slowly level. I will probably continue to play retail as well, but I have a feeling that once I've completed the content on retail, I'll kind of be done with it. I had a look at the new kind of housing mechanics. I wasn't super impressed. Oh, someone's invited me to a group. Someone's speaking to me. Yes. Where is she? Nope, nope, she's left the group. Oh, did she just invite me to the group?
Conera. Made it out safe.
Good, I'm glad, sweetheart. Very much so. Otherwise, I might need to cut the stream short and jump in the car. Right, there we go. Nice. Right. So I think after the stream, I want to finish off my Iron Brew orcs. Thankfully, I'm on holiday. I'm not working tomorrow. It's Good Friday, so I can stay up as late as I want. And I don't need to go to bed at a set bedtime. Because it's not a school night. Mrs. is like,
Conera. Lucky for some.
yep, knew that was coming. It's alright, I'll take care of you when you're next up. Okay, there we go.
Conera. Steak.
Yes, yes, we shall have steak. And deep fried, beer battered onion rings. Get that on the go. And cheesy bites. And all the trimmings. So,
Conera. Drooling face.
yep. Again, I know that you very much like my meat. This is where I get demonetized on Twitch. We regret that giving you affiliate. We're talking about steak, it's fine.
Conera. Num num.
Hey, I've got one of the fangs. Right, so I've got one fang, one feather, and one owl, one silk. But I need 3 of each. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. There's another owl.
Not enough rage. Not ready yet. Need more rage. Not enough rage. I can't do that.
Nope. Right, another kitty cat down here.
Enough rage. Need more rage.
Go, pick you up. Thank you. Yep, there's a wee bit of the map. I did level up a while ago. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, I was getting genuinely annoyed with retail how fast I was leveling up. Like, it meant nothing. There was no little dopamine spike whenever you heard the whoosh sound. It was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And you're just dumping talent points into whatever unlocks the next row. So there was, you know, I think they're in the rush to get you to the new stuff. They've sort of lost the early leveling magic of WoW. Whereas, you know, Classic, you know, we've been playing for about an hour and a half and I'm now level 6. 6 of 70, I think, in Burning Crusade. And, like, leveling up actually feels like an achievement. It's like, ooh, I've actually leveled up. I've unlocked something new. Oh, thank you. I'll pick that up. Okay, any more spiders? Yep. Oh, you were alive. I thought you were dead.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. Not enough rage. I can't do that yet. Need more rage.
And
Inventory is full.
oh, for fuck's sake, inventory is full. Right. I need more space, but
I can't do that yet. Ability isn't ready yet. Not enough rage.
hey, there we go. That's all the silk. Right. Done with spiders. Still need stuff from the owls.
Need more rage. That ability isn't ready yet.
And boop. Right, all these owls are back.
Not enough rage.
So I do want to stream more over the holidays, but I also want to get a lot of editing done. So I might prioritize editing. I said I aim to get the next Halfwits episode out by Easter. Well, Easter's technically this weekend, so it won't be this weekend, but it might be the end of the Easter holidays. April is roughly what I meant. This quarter. So that might be what I focus on next.
Not enough rage.
Go. Done. Yay. Right. Got all the feathers that I need. Just onto the lightsabers.
Conera. I'll keep you on track.
Yep, you keep me on. So, have you done 5 minutes of editing on Halfway? That's 5 minutes, as in 5 minutes of the actual episode. Not just sit at the computer for 5 minutes staring at a blank screen. Right. Right. I have been getting the itch to play StarCraft as well, mainly because I bought all the StarCraft books.
Conera. You know setting up the scene is the hardest bit.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Once I need to watch the episode, I need to kind of like visually plan where I'm putting all the jokes and all the gags, and I need to like build the scenes. Once that's done, the rest is just moving paper dolls about.
Not enough rage.
Right. Cool. Right. Think I got everything there. That's good. Do. There we go. Right, she needs to invite me to a group in order to get into a dungeon. There we go. See, this is again what modern WoW sort of lacks. That sense of community. You the man. Right, there we go. Right. Right. Thank you. Hey. Right. The weird, horny, smelly goat man. He was nice after all. Right. Let's get moving. So we've got about half an hour on the stream. So I think I'm going to enjoy just methodically plodding through Classic as a bit of a change of pace to retail. But I think once I hand in all these quests and I pick up the new ones, I think I'm just going to move on straight to Darnisus.
Greetings.
And
Till next we meet. Good luck, friend.
thank you. Oh, I forgot. I need to choose a reward. Yeah, health, because I don't need mana. Yeah, I want to make this my home. Thank you very much. Right, I can also get rid of my shit. Thank you. Dump all this. Tailoring robe. Right, you know what? These are actually semi-useful. So I might hang on to them and sell them. Right, cool.
How may I help?
Right, Skins of the Forest. This is going to war with the teddy bears.
Be careful.
More quests down here. Handed to you. Warrior trainers up there.
What brings you here? Farewell. Go in peace.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Right, these vessels to Moonwell outside.
Farewell.
Okay. Now what else do we need? What else? I am level 6 now, so I should be able to.
Ishnu Allah.
That's the rogue trader.
How may I help?
Clother. That's all cloth.
Be careful.
My goods are of the highest.
Weaponsmith, armor, and shield crafting. Okay, so we can get some new shit here, I think. So what have I got? Yeah, I need me some light mail, I think. I also need me some pants, I think. No. There we go. That's progress. I've got leather gloves. My shields, 55. Block 3 requires level 5. I can afford that. Wow. Remember in WoW when you couldn't afford 2 silver, 4 cent, 4 copper. Right. There we go. So that's. I'll come back and get more shit later. One hand, one hand, one hand, one hand. Oh, have I not learned two-handed yet? I don't have the two-handed skill. Alright. Leather merchant. Right.
What brings you here?
What else am I looking for?
Greetings.
That's
I do
bows.
I am on.
Warrior trainer. Here we go.
How may I help?
And I don't have enough with Thunderclap. Of course I don't. Oh, but I do have enough. No, I don't have enough for parry. I think parry's probably proficiency plate. Need to be level 40 for that. Protection. That's dual wielding. Oh, it's Thunderclap.
Good luck.
Alright.
Goddess,
Right.
please.
Ba-doo.
The shaft below.
I am listening.
Right. As I said, hoover up all the quests.
Dear Madre.
I think there's one more in here. That's the first aid trainer.
May be with you.
First aid's a
What brings
secondary skill, isn't it? You can just pick that up, can't you? Yeah.
May the stars guide you.
I am poor. I am very, very
That is
poor.
what you
Oh well. Trade supplies.
Feel free to browse.
General. Oh, you actually have 8 slots, 6 slots.
Good luck,
The
friend.
funny thing is that doesn't feel like a lot of money, but it is. Okay, what are you after? Are these repeatable? Right, kill them. Bring it. This maybe feels like elite stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one just now. Yeah, that's probably going to kick my ass. Right. And I frankly can't afford the armor repairs. So let's have a quick look what we... Right, seek out in somebody's village. Okay, can we do these ones? Right. Okay, the cursors. We're looking for fill jade file. Take the vessel to the Moonwell outside of Starbreeze village to the east. Is that Starbreeze village? Yeah, I think it's that way. Hey, look at a baby druid who's now got his first wild form. And the quest item, yeah. I'm sure I passed the Moonwell in question. Boop-a-doo. Oh, pissed off the spider. Oh shit, pissed off 2 spiders.
Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Thankfully I have upgraded my armor.
Not enough rage.
Cool.
Not enough rage.
I can do this? Yeah. Screw you. Nom nom nom. Have some beef jerky. And done. Right, let's go. I try not to run into any cats. Is that it over there? That looks like it might be over there. Oh.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage. More rage.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, I think this is a Moonwell in question. Yep, filling it up. Yay, done. Right, Falcons. What was this asking me to do? Collect 3 Falcons and give them to... You must redeem yourself in the eyes of the council. You wish to remain a friend. Oh, what the fuck? The council of the forest had news that you aided Sanfranfoof. The setter is an enemy in the forest as a night elf. Oh wait, shit. So he was a shady dude. As a night elf, should have known better than to defile this forest creatures. Teach Felhoof a lesson, and he should be redeemed. Falcons are corrupted seeds that fall from the trees. They burrow with green smoke. Give some to Felhoof, and he'll think you brought him a harmless snack. Right. Okay, we're looking for Falcons. Alright, we'll keep an eye out for them. Seek out... Okay, him in the village. I wonder if you can still pick up that quest if you didn't... didn't help the center. They have turned against the protected, blah, blah, blah. So the teddy bears have gone on the march. Hey Riley, how you doing? Have you just popped in? Return to... Okay. Oh, I pissed him off.
Not enough rage. Not enough rage.
Rar. Hey, don't you run away from me. Not in linen cloth. Eee. Oh. Oh shit. This might go badly.
I can't do that.
Okay, this is going badly. Fuck this. Run! Run away! This is not the sort of teddy bear picnic that we like. Okay, we're fine. We managed to escape. Go. Right. Now, is there a place for these falcons? I've not seen any of them yet. Right. Oh, there we go. That looks like them there. Cool. Okay, there's 3 in pretty quick succession. That's good. And sweet. There was another one here. Three falcons. Oh, has he moved? I was here a moment ago. Or is he further up the path? He might be further up the path. I also miss not having a mount. Winter tells, resting, players, yeah, there we go. No, he must have moved. Alright. If I put a lesson, oh, there he is.
Now what? You again? Don't touch me! Now what? Don't touch me! You again? Now what?
I was wondering if they do the... If you keep poking... Ah! Turn to a frog. Yeah, on Warcraft 3, if you keep clicking on them, you get funny dialogue lines. There we go. Right. Moving along. Right, how's the bank balance? Oh, I've got two silver. I might be able to buy something with that. Oh, and a level up. Okay, okay. Right. Okay. Right. So we've got about 10 minutes left on the stream. So I think probably the first thing I want to do is pick up. I want to pick up Thunderclap. I want to pick up Parry. Is that all I can pick up just now? That's cool. Right. So what else do I need? I've got boots. I've got them. I could use new trousers, but that was a quest reward for completed for that guy. Are the gloves better? 21, 33, 46. My boots are better. 19, 29. There we go. Get a better belt. How about that? And we'll sell those. Sweet.
Farewell.
Cool. Also got a quest to hand in here.
Brings you here. Ishnuala. Farewell. Good luck, friend.
Oh, should probably get Thunderclap down there as well. Put that there.
Greetings.
There's another moonwell southeast of the entrance of Dionysus. Right.
Go in peace.
Right, 10 minutes. Let's get to Dionysus, I think. I think one of the quests said actually I was to talk to someone in Dionysus, wasn't I? Yeah, that's Donner. Receive relics. Derivatives to League. Okay. Oh. Another quest to pick up. Play 6 of these, yeah. Okay, pick that up. Doo-doo-doo. So when I played my druid, I wanted to be a night elf that grew up, if you like, among humans and stuff. So when I made my druid Ravensang, I literally ran from Dalaran all the way down to Stormwind, and that was like his first major accomplishment at like level 1. So that was interesting. That was fun. And then I leveled up all the way down there. So, but no, I plan to level Kendar up in the natural kind of night elf sort of experience, and that's what early WoW did well. Is depending on your race, depending on your starting zone, you progress through the world, like from Tarnarsis to Darkshore, down to Ashen Vale, down to Fellwood. As you made your way slowly south. I think it was one of the ferries at Darkshore that took you over to the Eastern Kingdoms, wasn't it? It kind of went all the way around. That's the thing. I mean, again, in retail, you pick an expansion, you go to that expansion, you've got your flying mount, but honestly, I don't know how to get back to random bits. I mean, weirdly, I'm not even sure. Can you go back to Dalaran? Or Darnassus, sorry. I know it got blown up. I might need to like jump on and see if it's still a thing in modern WoW. Uncle Blade. First major alliance city. So I do actually have a couple of little things that's maybe worth popping in the auction house. It might only be worth a few silver, but yeah, you never know. And here we are in Darnassus now. I think the auction house is in this area. I feel rested. Also, I should probably, if I am going to log out for the stream, probably best do it in the city. Might as well get my rest bonus.
What brings you here?
Right. Weapons. Throwing weapons. Where's the auction house? Ammunition, reagents, auctioneer. That's what I'm after. Cloth armor, 200 weapons. I would very much like to get 200 weapons.
I am honored.
I think I'm still a little bit
Del Nagas.
off that yet. I have a memory of the auction house being down this neck of the woods, but I could be wrong. Staves, cloth armor. It's a bit you can't like look on this map. Oh well. So yeah, I will stream a little bit more over the holiday, I think, but only after I've like put some serious time into editing, and I've got quite a lot of Warhammer I'm wanting to paint as well. So I'm not. I will be pulling 8-hour Joss Strike Haze streams that take like 8 hours. Maybe very low effort. Just I'm happy to be playing anyway, so I'll stick my camera on, sort of thing. Oh, and I will have a Max again on Monday, so he's coming down to visit his uncle Yindy. Right. Okay, this is a crafts district. Yeah, it would be handy to put like, well, because when you bought stuff from the auction house, you didn't buy it or get the item at the auction house, did you? It went to your mailbox. Oh well, never mind. Okay, anyway, we're getting to the end of the stream anyway, so I seem to remember. Was it over here? this is where you bought your mounts. And I remember, like, when you finally got your first mount, that was a massive, massive milestone. Because the skill to learn a mount was not fucking cheap.
What brings you?
Riding trainer, here we go. 33 gold, like, that is ka-ching. So, you know, especially even at level 30, and advanced riding was almost 600 gold. So, yeah, that took quite a bit of grinding to get up to.
Ishnu Daldi. Farewell.
So yeah, I should probably start saving already. Right.
Lee, here is your
Yes,
reminder.
yes, time to take my
Take
antihistamine.
antihistamine.
So I'm going to jump off here and finish painting my Iron Brew
Here is
orcs,
your
I think.
reminder.
And also get some dinner because I've not actually had
antihistamine.
food yet. But yes, very different experience playing WoWClassic. It's almost quite meditative. And yeah, it's familiar. It's cozy coming back. I will enjoy slowly unfolding the world and going through each one. Basically, what I think they should do with, or how they would fix retail leveling is that Final Fantasy XIV had the same bloody problem. Instead of vertical leveling, which, you know, Final Fantasy wants to tell a very particular story, and I totally get that. And as a result, like, the payoff of going from one to the other. But it does mean that I've got all the expansions for it, and particularly the later expansions I've not got to. There's no fucking point, really. Oh, there's the auctioneers. There, that's handy. I think what they should do, 100. 100's a nice round number, right? They should make the level cap 100, and maybe for a new player, a new character, right? You should be kind of limited to, I think, Calendar and Ether Kingdom. Once you hit level 40 on one character, then the kind of chromie system where you basically choose an expansion and you can just kind of go from there, I kind of like. Maybe level out all the leveling experience, so it doesn't matter what content you're doing, it's level appropriated to you and the gear, all the gear scales. And then this is back of the table, back of the napkin sort of stuff. I don't know how difficult this is to implement. I mean, I know it probably wouldn't be easy, but do horizontal in progression rather than vertical, a bit like Guild Wars, so that, you know, the old content remains relevant, I think. And if, like I said, 100's a good level. Get to 100. So if you spend your first 40 levels here in kind of like classic WoW, if you like, in Eastern Kingdom and Calendar, then at level 40 you can go off into like Outland and Draenor and stuff like that. You know, you can do any of the expansions, Northrend, Pandaria, blah 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 blah. Get all the way up to the 100, and whatever the new content is, scale it for 100, and maybe even have level 100 end game mode for every expansion, so that the end game content for every expansion is accessible and is doable at level 100, and that would be good, you know. Keep that content relevant sort of thing without making it like a complete joke, as like, you know, back in Lich, being a level 80 Death Knight going in and absolutely kicking Illidan's arse, or like Solo and stuff like that. So, you know, power creep was very much a problem in early WoW, but there we go. That's what I would like to see as a better leveling progression system than the really sort of fast, almost ADHD laden leveling system that we got at the moment in current WoW. So anyway, if you did jump on at any point during the stream, thank you ever so much. I will be back. I will be streaming both retail and classic on my various different characters. But yes, I'm on holiday for the next couple of weeks. Thank God for that. So I'll be chilling. I'll be painting some Warhammer. I might even do a painting stream at some point. So that is all fun. Keep a lookout for that. And hopefully I'll get Half-Wits done and dusted. Episode 15, I think we're on now. Hopefully by the end of the holiday. That would be good. Right, anyway, thank you ever so much. I shall catch you in the next one. Have a good one, and bye!
known a different time, but it feels like home. Eyes in the dark and the blade held tight. Born of the dusk, raised in the night. Long road ahead, but I understand. This is the rise of Kendar again. Through every loss, through every scar, I've come back stronger than we are. We ride through the fire, through the endless land, chasing the past with a sword in hand. From the roots of Ashen Vale we stand, reforged in time, the name is Kendar. Live in the moment, don't fade away. Every step on YindyPlayZ, from the start to the final stand. This is the legacy of Kendar. This is the legacy of Kendar. Through outland skies where the fell winds cry, broken worlds under burning skies. Every fight brings the memory clear. Why I started, why I'm here. Armor worn, but the will is strong. Years may pass, but it's never gone. Every quest, every battle planned writes a new page for Kendar's hand. No reset, no second try, just one more path beneath this sky. We ride through the fire, through the endless land, chasing the past with a sword in hand. From the roots of Ashen Vale we stand, reforged in time, the name is Kendar. Live in the moment, don't fade away. Every step on YindyPlayZ, from the start to the final stand. This is the legacy of Kendar. Not just a game, not just a name. It's every loss, it's every gain. From who I was to who I am, all tied to this. All in Kendar, hear the call.